Yo, what's up, everybody? We here. I'm at the beautiful Hilton Gardens Inn in Kansas City, Kansas with FOCUSDRIVEN TV. You are now tuned in into the greatest urban inspiration. Yo, what's good, everybody? You finally tuned in into the greatest. I know you're trying to figure out right now, what in the world am I watching? Those skinny legs and those red shoes, that's me. And who am I? My name is John Hudson. I'm a student success speaker, and I'm also a best-selling author of many books. And all I like to do is highlight urban inspiration in local communities and worldwide. So with all this violence going on today, discrimination issues that's happening, it's time for us to flip the script a little bit. Let's highlight something positive for a change. And so people calling me the change agent, because that's what I want to promote. So maybe if my story don't help you out, somebody else's story will. Because there's more things that's going on that's right than what people are seeing on TV that's wrong. So you now tune in into FOCUSDRIVEN television. So stay focused and stay driven. Let's go get 'em. Okay.
Hello, I'm Christal Watson. Welcome to FOCUSDRIVEN TV.
Hello, welcome to FOCUSDRIVEN. I'm your host, John Hudson, and today's guest is phenomenal. I'm so glad you tuned in, and if you haven't realized, I have probably one of the most best kept secrets in Kansas City, Kansas, and I'm going to introduce her to you today. And if you know, like how I know how I've been blessed by this young lady, you are in for a treat today on our show. The person who I'm introducing, let me kind of give you a small interlude of who she is and what she's done. She is kind of like a big sister to me, first of all, so it's kind of like family. But then two, she holds a very big title. She is the CEO and president of the Black Chamber of Commerce here in Kansas City, Kansas. We are at the Hilton Gardens Hotel here in KCK, and we're just loving the view. We're just loving kind of the atmosphere, real mellow, real sleek, real relaxed. And what better way to bring this atmosphere in with my guest today, Miss Christal Watson. Hello. Once again, I just want to say before we get started, thank you so much for coming on the show, and thank you for believing in me when others didn't believe in me. Tell them who you are. Tell them what you're doing.
I am President and CEO of the Heartland Black Chamber of Commerce. I've been doing the role since 2007.
Wow.
So it'll be 10 years next year.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
But I'm also a mother. I have 4 sons, and I'm very proud of them. They're 15, 21, 25, and 32.
2 of them I actually taught back in the day.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
I've been happily married. Brian is the love of my life.
Yes.
Met in high school, and I'm very involved in the community. My number one thing, though, is I'm a strong woman of faith.
Yes.
And so God is very important.
Yes.
He is the reason why I'm here, and I believe why there's purpose, and there's a mission to be done at the chamber, and I just want to make sure I do all that I can.
Thank you so much. I think a lot of people need to know who you are. When I think of you, I always think of what I like to call a person who is urban inspiration. Someone who is doing something positive within the community, and someone who is making a difference. Not just saying it, but actually being a part of it. Here's the first question. Why should people join the Black Chamber?
I think that people don't understand about what a Chamber of Commerce is about. It's about economic development. And when businesses join chambers, their primary focus is to grow their business. Right? To meet people, to find out, who they can do business with, to get them connected. They're also involved with community. They're involved with the economic development of that community. And they're also involved on a legislative level. Change the laws, reform them so that it makes them easier to do business, which allows them to make more money, because at the end of the day, bottom line is to make money.
Exactly.
And so when you support a Black chamber, then you're helping us specifically with Black business. Our mission is to grow business, black business, to scale. So whatever level that business is, whatever that next level is you're trying to get to, then that's what we want to try to do. It is the goal of the Black Chamber to help revitalize our own communities. If we don't do it, who else is going to do it? And so that's the primary reason why people should join the chamber. Help us with that cause,
Right.
because we can't do it by ourselves.
Yeah, one of the things that I love, I'm a part of the Black Chamber, but one of the things that I love about you and what you're doing with the Chamber is that you all have weekly or monthly meetings where everyone kind of get together and kind of showcase what's going on, what's new, what's happening, where can people get more involved, where can people kind of get more information about who they can connect with. And one of the things that I like about you is that you're not afraid to think outside the box. I love that, because a lot of people always are in a certain niche and only associate themselves with a certain amount of group of people. But with you always make it available for anyone who wants to come in and try to help out. So I always appreciate that about you. So tell me this, in regards to being the president, what is one of the joys of being the president of the Chamber of Commerce? And then after you answer that question, what is one of the struggles?
When I can make a connection for a business owner. I listen for the low-hanging fruit. You know, that one little thing that I could do that could make a difference for them. And when you do that, and you see goodness come out of it,
Right.
you can't help but feel joy.
Exactly.
So that is like the best part of the job, is making those connections,
Right.
advocating for that business,
Right.
and seeing some positive things come from it.
Now, what are one of the struggles? I know you don't want to talk about it, but when it comes great joy, sometimes there's pain too.
Yes. So I would say the biggest struggle is, first of all, being accepted. Not only from the Black community, but from the community itself.
Yeah.
When you're part of the system, you're at the table. You know, when things are coming down the pipe, you know, you're included, and you're allowed to be engaged in the makeup and the shape of new business and new development, right?
Right.
When you're not at the table, you find out when everybody else is.
Right.
Right? And so many times we're not included, and so I have to fight to earn that respect. Even though I know that I'm respected, but I'm still not always invited.
Right. Well, I'm going to tell you this. They better respect this young lady right here. I'm going to tell the news, since she told me the news before our show today. She just got nominated and presented with being one on the top Power 100 list. So explain a little bit about that.
Apparently there's 100 business professionals that are chosen throughout the greater Kansas City area. And these are people that are considered to be movers and shakers. So they are people that you want to know if you're in business. So there were 8 African Americans that are on this list. Of that, 2 are women. And I'm one of those Black women.
Incredible. And I have her
It is
here,
incredible.
right here on FOCUSDRIVEN television. So this is like the greatest news for me as well as for her. Who are some of the people that you can honestly say, you know what, without that person, maybe I probably would have gave up, or what are some of the people that influenced you and inspired you to do it?
My father was one of the first Black voices on radio.
Wow.
And he was involved in the community. He had an entrepreneurial spirit.
Right.
And I think that's where I got it from.
Right.
And so that instilled in me this level of confidence that, you know, don't just fall for anything. You know, let people really want you, let them earn that from you, right? Because you're valuable. Right. And my mother was very spiritual, and so was my father too, but Mom just taught us how to be ladies. And Mom also taught, you know, there's a bottom line. You know, cut through the chase.
Right.
You know, let's just get to
the bottom line. Exactly.
So my parents really are my motivators. They are the 2 people that have made me, helped me, shape me to be the person I am today.
Now, can you tell the audience a little bit about your educational background?
It wasn't until I was about 42 that I decided to go back to school.
Okay.
But so I went online.
Okay.
And I finished my degree online. at Ashford University, a brick and mortar school, totally legit. And I finished my bachelor's and then went on to finish my master's.
Where'd you get your master's at?
It was in organizational management. My minor was leadership and my major was healthcare administration at Ashford University.
At the same university. Okay,
at
cool.
Ashford University.
In today's public schools, what is one of the improvements you feel needs to happen in the future?
Engage the community more. When you have a school system where the people aren't from the community, you know, they're from outside, how much can they really relate? How much can they really identify with our children, especially if they're not of the same nationality?
One of the things that I believe in, me being African American male, is there need to be more black men teachers. But at the same token, there need to be more black men, African American men counselors to help them pursue through some of the dynamics of the mentality and the psychological needs that they have at home for our culture. And nobody's expressing that. That's not on the billboard, that's not on the buses going up and down the street, and that's one of the things that I'm passionate about. And that's why I'm doing this show, is to really express urban inspiration in a new way. One last question is, how do you feel about today's generation in regards to social media?
Well, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Okay.
I think it is a good thing because it's a communication tool.
Right.
And if that's the best way that they can communicate, then let's find a way in how we can interject and get in reaching them through that outlet. This generation uses social media to express themselves and to communicate. And we need to understand their way of expression. But then marry it with what we know is true. What we know is right. I think we just need to spend time with our youth more and helping them use that tool to get more positive messages out to change the world.
Great. And tell them about your new book that's coming out called Smile.
And so Smile is the acronym that I use when I network. So when I started out the chamber, and you know, we have like 160 members on the roll. Well, there were 300 and 160 were paid. And we dropped to 30. And we had no money, no resources. I was like, how am I going to run a chamber? And I have no money, no resources, no staff. So I couldn't quit my day job. I had to keep working my full-time job. I was going back to school, taking care of my family, honoring my church obligations. And I still graduated with a 4.0. But anyway. And so and so I was like, how am I going to do this? And I didn't know, I mean, putting a label on it then was like out of the question. But now, when I look back, what did I do? How did I get to where I am? We now have over 250 members. We went from 30 in 2009 to 250, How do you do that? It was through networking. It was through building relationships. It was because I smiled.
I'm not going to go any further on that. I'm gonna leave the rest of her. When her book comes out, I'll have her back on the show, and we will do another show just including with her book only. We're going to leave on a fun note. We're going to play a game called Name That Black Man. I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and it revolves around sitcom characters. The first question is, who is famous for saying the key phrase, "You go, boy"? He had his sitcom that started in 1992-93. He was famous for saying the key phrase, "You go, boy," or "You go, girl." Name that black man. The answer was Martin Lawrence on the Martin Lawrence Show.
Oh, see, if you would have said it, "You go, boy," then I would have known. "You go, girl."
Okay. So I got two more. Who is the famous singer who had the hit song entitled "Get Up"? Get on up.
James Brown.
Thank you. She got that all right. Name this black man. Who was the famous speaker that had the spiritual phrase saying, "Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready"?
T.D. Jakes.
Thank you. You got that one. So once again, that was the end of the show. I wanted to thank you so much for dropping by.
Thank you.
And get on Facebook, get on Twitter, look me up at FOCUSDRIVEN JWH. on Twitter, and then you can go to FOCUSDRIVEN ENT to catch me on my show. FOCUSDRIVEN TV.
You can go to www.heartlandblackchamber.com, and our Facebook and Twitter handles are on our website. That's heartlandblackchamber.com.
I want to thank Christal for coming on the show, and she truly is an urban inspiration. God bless you, and we'll see you next time on FOCUSDRIVEN TV.
I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Yeah, I'm a billboard. And I'm broadcasting like a radio. Tell the world you ought to know. I'm brand new. I know one.